What's happening, man? New look, smiling, thankful, grateful. Still not at working. So I'm just taking the doggy for a walk again. Did some things to help out the fam, you know. Besides that, I'm just taking it one day at a time, being thankful for the things I can do at the moment of my life, right? And it's a beautiful thing when you, when I, not you, because I can't speak for you, I can speak for myself. When I, Kenny, this person that's learning to change and not really listen to old habits or old thoughts, or people call it low vibrational thoughts, you know. I'm learning, man, and I'm learning to accept life for what it is, and I create what I want to create. I could create bad thoughts or good thoughts, or I can create lustful thoughts, or I can create non-lustful thoughts. I could create non-judgmental thoughts, or I could create judgmental thoughts. We are the creator of our own universe, of our own reality. You know, a lot of thoughts I let pass. I always talk about this because I'm seeing so much. Because a lot of thoughts I let pass because they're low vibrational thoughts. They're thoughts that are habits. If you really become more aware of your thought patterns, you'll notice that a lot of your thoughts that you have are just habits. And to break a habit, you must, I must let it pass. What does that really mean? What does that really mean? For me, it means to just watch it and let it do what it does. Not really interact with it and not really, you know, maybe question it. That's what I do. It's working for me lately, to question why are you thinking like this? Why are you saying this to yourself? But then that creates more attention on that thought that I don't want to think or I don't want to be. So sometimes I ask the thoughts why, and they don't have an answer for me, and that's a good thing. Why is it a good thing? Because I notice some thoughts, it could be about women, right? Well, I want to do this to this girl, I want to do that to that girl, and I ask why. And then the answer comes, right? Because of this or because of that. Because I was taught to have so many women, and you're a man, so you're supposed to be having sex with all these women, and you're supposed to be married, you're supposed to have a kid, you're supposed to blah blah blah. That's just a habit. That's a thought, that's a habit. Because I look into the world sometimes and I do see people in relationships, or friends in relationships, family members in relationships, and I don't want to make the time for a relationship. You know, I tell myself I do want one, but I don't, because I can do what I want to do now at this point in my life. It's because I know myself when I'm in a relationship, right? I don't want to have to guess. I don't want to have to wonder. I don't want to have to assume things. And that's just what I've learned, because I know myself. So when I do get a girlfriend, or I start liking somebody, or whatever it is like I know my thought patterns, right? So why Yes, I can ask, why am I thinking this way? And I could ask myself so many questions, but the reality of me, Kenny, is that I'm consistent, man. You know, I live my life honest, you know, and I know the world that we're in. I know the world that we're in now it's not honest, it's evil, it's basically low vibrational. And why do I want to be in a low vibrational relationship with somebody? Why do I want to be questioning the person when it's what you say you should be and you should do? And I know most people don't live like that. I know that. So if I see the world as it is, and I see the world that I can't change people or how the world is, I only can change myself. Why do I want to interact with things like that or people like that, right? That's just where I'm at in my life at this point, right? I know what I need to do for my growth. I know what I need to do for my consistency. I know what I need to do for my existence. And I'm selfish with my own evolution, you know. Why? Because it's my evolution, it's nobody else's. It's my very own growth, it's my very own perception, it's my very own existence. And my existence is consistency, man. That's just what I live, you know. It seems like we were taught to be consistent for everybody else, but not for our growth. Whatever that means to you, I know what it means to me. It seems like we were raised to be consistent. We go to a job every day, right? We're consistent for the job, but we're not consistent for our habits. We're not consistent for our exercise. We're not consistent for, I don't know, positivity. We're always consistent for the negative things or negative traits in ourselves. And I'm learning not to live that way no more because I've been around it for so long in my life. And maybe it's a fear thing, I don't know. I'm digging deeper and deeper each time, each day, each moment, and realizing why those thoughts are still with me and why those thoughts are still controlling my life. Maybe because I get bored, but good, you're supposed to be fucking bored. You're not always supposed to be entertained every fucking second of your life. You're supposed to be bored. That's evolution. You're supposed to be bored. Growth is not exciting, it's boring, and that's just what I'm learning. Well, my growth, I don't know about anybody else's growth, how I grow, what I think, because we are just running on the monkey brain, man, and we're running on ignorance, we're running on assuming, we're running on bad habits, we're running on ego, and I don't want to be part of that anymore. It's a practice. It's a very difficult practice because, like I said, habits, man. Habits ruin us, or ruin me. Ruin my... I'm not going to say it ruined me, but it woke me up. Bad habits woke me up. You know, it didn't ruin me. That's a fucking bad word to say. Bad habits woke me up. Ignorance woke me up. Hanging out with certain people woke me up. Seeing people's habits woke me up. And I'm not making this video saying I'm better than anybody or anything like that. I'm just saying habits create our reality. Habits create our future. Habits create our moment. You could think so negative about things, and guess what? The outcome's gonna be is negative. You can create positive. Like right now, I'm taking my dog for a walk. Why? I like to. It's fun to me. It's freeing. It's peaceful. And I'm creating that environment, that moment for me and my dog. So I'm almost at the spot. I'm going to cut this video off in about, I don't know, a minute or two, because I'm going to turn into the parking lot. So just really get to know, man, what you really are and who you really are, man, in this life. You're not your habits. Well, you are your habits, because that's what creates you. You create your own fucking reality, bro, and that's all there is to it. If you have fear, guess what your reality is going to be? Is fear. It's a survival mechanism, right? Because I have a friend that calls me all the time and tells me about the war and tells me about all this stuff, and I just don't give a fuck about that, bro. My life is good right now. I don't need any more things in my life to bring me down, right? Well, none of us do, but I don't know, you're free to think whatever the fuck you want to think, and if you fucking just have fearful thoughts, that's on you, bro. I'm not better than nobody, but I don't need it. I don't need fearful thoughts, man. I'm walking my dog, I'm fucking doing my workouts, helping the family out. I'm grateful for that, man. I'm grateful. Stay grateful, man. Stay grateful. Like, he talks about war, I come up with a thought comes away. Nothing's like that happening here, so why am I gonna sink into the fear? Oh, I get it, because people are trying to bring you into their reality because they're full of fear, they're full of ignorance, they're full of anger, they're full of evil. So they want you to go down with them, and that's not how life works, right? Give to you. What have you done for yourself lately? You better ask yourself that. Anyway, I'm here at this spot. I'm gonna go walk the dog. I'll see you guys when I see you. Deuces.